Welcome to GravityCerts' amazing new Enriched Property Data Lookup feature. This is a new tool for insurance agencies using GravityCerts for their website to automatically look up enhanced property data with every form submission for over 157 million U.S. properties across the country. The property lookup includes things like square footage, lot size, beds, baths, financial details on every parcel with more than 100 plus data points available for every address. In this video, we'll take a look at how it works and how to set it up on your own on your forms. So let's take a look here on this example form. We have the property address and we added a Google map here so we can pinpoint the address once it's entered into the property address field. We also added quite a few additional form fields that will pre-fill with property information based on this address. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of fields here, but this is just a sample of what's available. So let's go ahead and put in a property address. We're going to use Google Address Autocomplete feature to go ahead and start typing an address and then autocomplete this field, pull in the property map location, and as you can see right here, we've already pulled in the property details here with lots and lots of enriched property data pre-filled onto your form. So these fields are already pulling in the information from the property, pulling in individual details. It will also save all the property data in with this entry. So let's go ahead and show how to set this up. So we go over to Forms and we'll look at the property details form. So here we have the property address, and this is the full property data fields here. To add this property field, we'll come over here to the right-hand side, click Add Fields. Here you see all the standard fields like text box, drop-down fields, check boxes, HTML fields. There's advanced fields like phone, website, email, and then additional fields, post fields, pricing fields. After this is another section called GravityCerts fields. So all we do is grab this property data field and drag it into place over here. I've already done this and entered and created this field here by dragging it into place. And this is what it'll create. Just creates a little box with a placeholder. You don't see this on the form. This is just where all the property data is going to be saved. So then click on this field and over here give it some sort of label. I like to put in full property data, but you can put in whatever label you like. Once this field is added, click on the property address, and then in the General tab, check Enable GravityCerts Property Data Lookup. Enable this. There's also the option here under the Perks tab to enable the Google Address Autocomplete. This is one of two options available with the property lookup with the address to use Google Addresses Autocomplete to look up the property data. Or if you want instead, you could also check this box, Enable Property Verification button, and this will add a Verify Property button right underneath the zip code. So after you enter the property address, click that Verify button, and then it will pull in the property information. So you have two options. The last one that I showed just a minute before in this video, we use the Google Address Autocomplete option. But let's take a look at what the form looks like if we do the address verification button. So I've enabled the property address button. Now let's go ahead and refresh the page. And you'll notice now there's a verify property address button. So let's go ahead and put this address into here. Click Verify Property. Within just a second, it will populate the rest of the form fields and pull in that property data for you. So two different options for you. Either use the Google Address Autocomplete to click on the address that Google provides and it will pull the property data, or use the Verify Address button. Either option is available to you. Now, to actually map individual property data fields to any form field within within your form editor, click on any field, and then within this general tab, you'll see the standard fields, the label, the description, and then right here, there's a section called GravityCerts property data. Here is where you can pick the field you want to map that property data to. So this field for year built, I've mapped year built here. And you can see there's all sorts of different property data available that we could map onto different fields. So square feet, mapped square feet. Construction type, I mapped construction. Bedrooms, bathrooms, so on and so forth. And you can map as many fields as you want onto your form for all of these different questions. You don't have to. This is just an added step in case your form has additional property questions that you want to ask of your client. You can pre-fill those for them by using the property lookup. Also, it comes in handy if you're using our other integrations to send property info into an AMS like Momentum, or we're using Bold Penguin or other integrations, or if you want to use Zapier, you can use individual data points to map into other integrations as well. So using these individual form fields is how you can do that. Otherwise, the full property data will be submitted right here, and it'll live with the property information. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the entry looks like once submitted. So here's the latest entry that we just submitted here, and the entries list for this form. Go ahead and click View. And here we'll see the property address, and then this full property data field now has all of the information that was pulled automatically saved right here. All of this grouped together nicely and easily to read. And then down below, we have the rest of the form fields here. GravityCerts did add a feature when editing these entries. So that if something happens, say the API doesn't work quite right, and it didn't grab the address the first time, or more than likely the person entering the address didn't put in a valid address, so it couldn't actually look it up. Well, what you can do, come into the edit screen here, click edit. So this would be the address that they entered here in the form, and then we can correct the address right here. So say if we had to change the street address or change the state or something, we could do that. Click refresh property data, then OK. This will go and grab a fresh set of property data with the correct address saved in here. So now that this is refreshed, click update. This will save the new property data that was pulled in this entry, and then you'll see all of the correct property data for this address in here. So that's a nice way you can retroactively get the property data, or if you recently enabled the property data fields, you can go into past submissions that are weeks or even months old, go in and edit this entry, and then refresh the property data and grab a fresh set of that property information. So as long as the entry lives in here, you can grab that property data automatically by editing the entry and refreshing that. So this is a quick look at GravityCert's new Enriched Property Data Look feature. It's an amazing new tool for agencies to get all sorts of property information quickly and easily without having to overwhelm clients with 100 different questions to get the information you need. So go ahead and book a demo with GravityCerts by going to gravitycerts.com. Click schedule a demo, and we'll be happy to talk with you and get your website set up so you can start taking quote intake forms with enriched property data. Talk to you soon.